What's going on, everybody? It is October 21st, 2023, and today I'm up here at my food plot. It looks awesome. I'll show you real quick. So I'm still walking up to it here, but here it is. Blinds there. So I'm talking pretty quietly, trying not to be too loud. I can't hear me very well. Interstate's up here, just trying to be real quiet, but I come up here to get the card out of this camera. This is the only camera I have out that's not a cell camera right now. I'm just curious to see what's been in here using the food plot. But everything else is turning brown, and this is still green as can be, so looks awesome. I'm thrilled. I know this should be a good spot during the rut. I'm curious to check this camera out when I get back home. We'll go through it, but I'm gonna go up to my dad's blind up on the hill, show you guys that, put some corn out, go down the road to my house, put some corn out down there, and then I'll show you this food plot. But man, it turned out awesome, filled out great. Everything else is brown, and you know, we got it real brushed in good. The leaves are starting to come off. Everything's changing really quickly. You can actually see the cabin down there now, but Logan Road looks good. I know what I just showed you doesn't look crazy, but this hill's stupid steep. I'll turn around and kind of show it. But this is the road heading up to my dad's blind, which I'll also show you. We built it this summer, he built it, and I partially helped, barely. But it looks awesome, it's huge. And I'll show you that when we get up here. So this is where we put the corn at. The blind's up there. And there's the camera. Need to change the batteries in it. I mean, you can't see me very well, but this is blind he built. It's pretty sweet. But he usually keeps bags of corn up in here. He's got 2 left. So I told him I'd dump the last 2 he's got up here. He normally keeps like 10 bags up here at a time. So I'm gonna dump these last 2 out for him and head down to my house. All right, I'm headed down the road. My truck is a disaster, as you can see with corn bags, but the subject of baiting for deer, I know a lot of people disagree with it, but if you live in a state that allows baiting and you do not bait and cry about other people killing big deer, you're an idiot. I mean, that's just my view. If you live in a state where baiting is not allowed, that's like, don't dog on other people for baiting. That's just my take on it, I guess. If you're hunting over food plots or mineral sites, I mean, what's the difference? And I have been trying to kind of get away from baiting personally, a little bit. That's why I'm trying to get food plots established, and it's taken a couple years, so of course I'm still gonna bait. I would say within the next 5 years or so, I'd like to completely do away with baiting. Or maybe just very little, but just because of the cost of it. But it's hard to not bait when, you know, all your neighbors bait, and it's really a competition of the best bait pile is what it comes to a lot of times, you know. So I guess that's just kind of my take on it, is it really bothers me when people dog on other people for shooting deer over bait. Now, I'm at my blind and feeder. And as you can see, all the beans are chopped down. But the corn on the other side of this field is still up. And one of my bags of corn busted open. I decided to dump out some apples, bought a few bags from Rural King. Blind, field. I love this spot. And then I got my road going up right here. This goes up to the food plot on top of the hill. There are really big bucks here, but with all this, I normally do not get them over here till like November, December. So far I've only got one buck on camera that's halfway decent, but he's just this real wide 2-year-old. And I believe that's the deer. I noticed this yesterday. I'm gonna say he's the one that did that. Or there's this 6-point. He's a 2-year-old too. He could have done it, but only time will tell, but we'll see. All right, I'm in my shed. That's my house. This is the house I bought. I'm not living in it yet. Hopefully, the first few months of the new year. It's October now, so I'd like to be living in it before March or so. Hopefully, maybe. Still got a lot of work to do in there, but it's only about 100 yards behind the house where I've got my feeder set up. So, but last year, you can kind of see this tree in front of my boat right here. I had a corn pile here, and there was deer, daylight right there all the time. Nice sized bucks. So, but I didn't get the house till December, so I never started putting corn out here till December. And you know, the deer were desperate for food sources then. So, but hopefully when it gets colder and all this corn gets cut down and everything back here is all still, some of it's green, a lot of it over here on the other side of the beans, it's all turned, you know, but hopefully once all the leaves and everything are gone, start getting more bucks showing up. So I'm gonna go throw the SD card from the food plot into the computer at home, and if there's anything on it, I'll throw it at the end of the video. If there's nothing on it, this will be the end of the video. So this is it. Thanks for watching.